Welcome to First Time Leaders Accelerated. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, yet alarmingly, 60% of first-time leaders fail. With over 4 decades of experience in leader development and culture improvement, I created this podcast to help you solve the top 3 critical and costly people problems. The first, people skills erosion. I call it the communication paradox. Second, peer to leader, now what? And the third problem is Sunday feelings about Monday mornings. If you're a first-time leader, someone who hires or promotes first-time leaders, or a solopreneur selecting your first team members, this is your podcast. I'm Timothy Dean Smith, your host and coach. Monthly, from January through July, I offer you concise, practical solutions you can apply immediately and benefit for a lifetime. Now, get ready to solve your people problem. 84% of companies expect a shortage of leaders. One of the top 3 problems I solve is first-time leader failure, which unfortunately happens 60% of the time. One contributing factor is that only 5% of companies have a leader development strategy. Most organizations don't have this competency on staff. I have discovered a recurring theme and developed this phrase, summing up why 60% of first-time leaders fail. I call it how to get rid of your best people and simultaneously wreck your culture in 3 easy steps. These steps often go like this. A top individual performer is selected and promoted to leader without any assessment. The second step, usually the first-time leader is not trained or receives improper training and defaults and attempts to lead people using the same methods he used as an individual contributor in his previous role. In the third step, without the necessary assessment and training, the first-time leader often fails and will be required to make a tough career decision. They often choose to leave their organization rather than returning to their pre-promotion role and face the career-long embarrassment of being labeled a leader failure. The first-time leader's exit causes lingering depression throughout the organization, impacting the emotions and productivity of those who remain. This usually wrecks the culture, which takes a long time to recover, if ever, and is extremely expensive. And those remaining are extremely hesitant when they are approached to lead. With 4 decades of experience in leader development and culture improvement, I created the leader prerequisite questions to prevent this frequent and costly failure. There are 4 questions which I consider non-negotiable for potential first-time leaders. All questions need to be answered with a yes to ensure the first-time leader possesses the foundation to transition to a people-centered leader. The 4 questions are, number 1, do you demonstrate excellent self-leadership skills? Leading yourself well is what I consider the most important leader skill. And typically you possess this if you are selected to be promoted into a leader role because you've been exhibiting and demonstrating these self-leader skills, and those are the type of things that others would look to emulate. Second, do you genuinely care about people? It's all about people, and it's all about caring. If you don't genuinely care for people, I highly recommend you do not go into leadership. Third, are you inspired to lead people? Not motivated, but rather inspired to lead people. Motivation and inspiration often get used interchangeably, but they're really truly opposite at their core. Motivation is external or extrinsic, someone telling you or saying, hey, you would be a great leader, as opposed to inspiration, meaning it's internal or intrinsic. It's your decision. You internally say, yeah, I want to lead people. And the fourth question, are you trained to lead people? And if you aren't trained to lead people, don't worry. That's where I can help. Most training programs attempt to make you a leader solely with classroom training, ranging from days, weeks, or even months. This is clearly a case where more is not better. There is no secret sauce, just time-tested fundamentals. It only takes 6 hours to learn leader fundamentals. You learn to be a leader in the classroom, but you can't become a leader in the classroom. You become a leader only when your people choose to follow you. My program is designed to accelerate leader development for first-time leaders, solopreneurs who hire their first people, and seasoned leaders seeking to improve their skills. If you're interested in learning leader development, visit tdspi.com. That's tdspi.com and click on Leader Development. If you found my solution valuable, share this podcast with your colleagues wherever they listen to podcasts. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, and I'm here to ensure your leadership matters. Thank you for listening to the First Time Leaders Accelerated podcast. Take care.